Well, what do you think? Can you hear me okay? I just thought I'd better set up a new live. I don't know if they'll get here or no. They'll probably come in when the Red Wolf. Right, wait now. Oh, it's pathetic, honestly, isn't it? I don't get it. I don't understand what went wrong. Everything was fine. Guess, right. Let's see. I'm on my phone this time.
There you go.
I'm on my phone. Maybe the phone will do better.
Yeah, on your computer, you're going to have to, when you're on StreamYards, go to the bottom and it says Cam Mic. Click on that and make sure it's set to default microphone.
Okay, I'll do that the next time then. I don't want to waste the full stream.
Because if you're not on default microphone, if you use headphones and it has a microphone, the two microphones don't recognize each other. And so that's...
All right.
Right?
Okay.
So you got to keep it set on the default one.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sorry, guys, for wasting that 10 minutes. Yeah, so we're just wanting to try and keep you a wee bit safe when you're going out ghost hunting. Like, always say a prayer before you even leave the house, isn't it? I think that's important for me as an investigator. Even before I do tarot readings and things, I always say a prayer.
Yeah, myself, I always ask for my spirit guides and my protectors to come with me, to make sure everything's good. And I say my grove prayer, like the prayer with the grove and stuff.
Yes.
Everybody's got different things, like, and then there's different necklaces I wear, like my shaman dream necklace, my druid wolf. And sometimes I wear my beads. So it just depends on where I'm going, And if it's work, like if it's work, I use all those plus some,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe I think you should maybe tell people a bit about what you've done in your last 50 year, Uncle Danny, to help people. And then they'll understand that you do know what you're talking about, because the other night when I was helping that girl, I was saying that my Uncle Danny was the one that's kind of kept me on the path, if you like. Wasn't the words I used, but that's what I was trying to explain. Is that there is a process to these things.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody's got to learn on their own way, right? Like,
yeah.
Like I'll help people. Like my daughter knows too. She's like, Dad lets me run amok, and then if I get in trouble, he's there to help me and get me back on track. It's like she has to learn on her own. Everyone needs to learn on their own, to spread their wings, to try different things and stuff like that. And I'm always proud. I'm always sitting back watching everybody. And then if I see them starting to get into a sticky situation, that's when I come in and I say, hey, but
that's when we get his foot up our butt.
That's different though, because for us, we're not just creators on YouTube. We're people that's living a spiritual life and want to help people. YouTube isn't what we do. Well, it is what we do, but we're type of people that's helping people outside of YouTube, and we're trying to connect people to their spirituality path. So what I'm more wanting to get people to understand is, like, yes, you can go out there and investigate quickly for a half an hour video for YouTube, but that doesn't just stop at that 30 minutes. Sometimes you'll go into locations and once the cameras are turned off, that doesn't mean to say the communication is turned off. We need to protect ourselves before we get out the house. Maybe even before you get in your car. Say the right things. It's hopefully the spirits won't follow you home, because a lot of people think if you say, stay where you are, don't follow them home, that keeps you safe. And we know that's no the case. You can hope that would keep you safe.
No, that's not. That's saying you have to stay here. This is your home. This is where you belong. Please don't follow me and everything else. That works 90% of the time because most spirits
Yeah.
are respectful. If you're respectful for them, they're going to respect your wishes and not follow you.
Yeah.
But there's 10% of the spirits that are going to say, screw you, I'm going to do what I want. You came here, I'm going to go
Yeah.
see your place now, you know? Um,
Mhm.
so, yeah, I mean, you got to have ways to protect yourself, to basically, you're trying to remove yourself from the investigation, right?
Uh-huh.
You got to remove yourself from the location, but not just physically, spiritually, you have to release it. You know what I mean? Now,
Mhm.
people don't realize a lot of times when you do an investigation and you leave the investigation site and you're still talking about holy crap, blah 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 blah,
Uh-huh.
you've been broken communication because you're still talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
When you leave the location, shut your pie hole for 10 minutes. Don't talk about it. Talk about Mickey Mouse and Pluto or something.
Yeah. Cut
You
the connection off. Uh-huh.
take the connection off, and then when you get home, or you get to the coffee shop with your buddies, then talk about it, right? But don't
Mhm.
talk about on the way from there to there because they're still listening to you,
Yeah.
right? So if you're still talking about them and they're gonna go, well, I got a right to hear what they're talking about me. If you're gonna talk
Yes.
about me, I want to hear what you're saying, right? So they're
Mhm.
gonna instinctively follow you. But if you say that's
Yeah.
the end of communication, thank you very much, and now we're leaving, and literally leave and don't talk about anything till you get to the coffee shop,
Yeah.
that breaks that connection fully.
And
Right?
most of the
Yeah.
time, you don't hear what they say at the time. So I'm a great believer in saying to the spirits, I don't always hear I don't always hear you until I play it back when I'm at home. But I promise you, if I hear a question, I will come back and address it.
Right.
So I think you've got to kind of say that type of thing as well, so that you're promising the spirits that if they've asked you a question, they don't need to follow you home, that you will come back and address what they've asked you, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I'll always say, like, I will come back another time and we can talk again and we can go into more detail about what we were speaking about. I always make it very clear to them what I'm going to do the next time I come.
Yeah,
I
me too.
don't just turn up there. I will always make them know that my intentions are to go to see them. And I will always, like Pup said, go and see them in the daytime first,
Yeah.
even though they know me.
Like I
Those two is a kind of pair of people that I look up to in the shaman world and the Celtic druid world. What would you, I mean, I know what I would give the elementals. I would probably try and give them, as you said, water, apple, oranges, that type of thing. But see, could you make them like a little gift, like as witches? I don't keep meaning to bring the witchcraft thing into it, but as witches, we do things like kind of intertwine like grass and things, and maybe make like a little pattern out of grass. Do you think if we did these type of things more as well, going into our local woods, that would help like the elementals communicate with us?
oh yeah, definitely. Um, like even in my Druidism, I'll make elemental food, right?
Uh-huh.
And elemental energy, and it's a mixture of different things, vanilla, cinnamon, sage, tobacco. You mix it into a pouch, and then you deliver it and you sprinkle it near the trees, right?
Hmm.
And it's elemental energy food, right?
Right, okay.
Like, yeah, you can do that. I mean, it all boils down to your belief in what you're doing. Like if you mix it up and you deliver it to them with love and respect and say, this is so you can take energy from and everything else, they're gonna soak that right up, right? If
Yeah,
you just bring something out and say, here you go, it doesn't mean shit to them because there's
yeah,
no love is the driving force of the energy there, right?
yeah.
Intention is the driving force of the energy. So without intention and without love, anything you offer is just, it's like someone who has millions of dollars, right?
Hmm.
Gives you $1, you go, huh? Somebody,
Yeah, I get that. Hmm.
someone who's a beggar or someone who's broke gives you $1, you go, holy crap.
Yes.
See the
Hmm.
difference? So I mean,
Yeah.
if you do it with intention, it's holy crap, thanks. If you
Because
do
I
it,
was explaining that if you do these things, if you go in offer, like when you walk into a place, it doesn't even need to be a cemetery, it could be the woods or anywhere. That I'm a great believer that if you if you tell the spirits or the elementals or the guardians the reason that you're there, they feel your intent anyway, so it'd be silly to lie. Give them a wee quick offer, and even if it is just an apple and orange or
yep.
a bit of love, you know, the communication that they will give you back if they agree with you being there is amazing,
Well, yeah.
you
I mean,
know?
it's, really, the simplest thing to do when you're investigating is remember that they are people, and if not people, they are life forces. We're all a
Yeah,
life force. We're all one, right? So you need to treat them with the respect that you want to be treated with. You wouldn't want them to come up to you and start barking orders at you, telling you what to do, right?
yeah.
But
Hmm.
if they came up, hey, how are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm fine. And you start talking to them, well, shit, you're gonna get involved in the conversation. You're gonna want to
Mhm.
express yourself. You're gonna want to, share more of you. But if it's like the Spanish Inquisition and you're going there and you're blasting questions at them,
Yeah,
they're gonna get fed up with you and kick you the hell off the property. You know what I mean?
yeah. You
So
just really have to tell them why you're there and that you're interested in their story, what it was like when they were alive, or what the area was like that they stayed in, and what their job was like. I mean, keep it on a human level, I kind of advised. So I was just wanting tonight to be like a backup for the people that I look up to kind of tell me if I gave the right advice or no. Because I do think there's a lot of teams out there that maybe think that walking into a cemetery, turning a spirit box on, especially if a funeral had been that day, maybe just don't know that's not the right thing to do, and they maybe need a wee bit of guidance just to
well, that's true. I mean,
understand the etiquette of the spirit world.
hey, Granny, big hugs to you. Sorry you've had one of those.
Hi,
Yeah,
Granny.
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
you know what it is. Everybody has to do it their own way. Simple as.
yeah,
But my
mhm,
way I like to think about it is I'm going to someone else's house. So I'd be respectful to the people in that house, right?
uh-huh,
So no matter where I'm investigating, it's not my house, it's their house. I'm
mhm,
the intruder, right? I'm the one that's intruding on their house, in their space. They were there first. Now I'm the
mhm,
intruder, not them, right? So, I enter with that mindset, with that respect that, hey, this is your place. I'm not here to cause you any grief,
mhm.
just want to talk to you, whatever. That's my way of doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily the right way. That's
But
not
you
necessarily.
see, that spirit told her that she could come back, and that's what I wanted you to also explain along beside me, is that spirits will lie.
Oh,
They
yeah.
will lie to you to set
Some,
you up for these things.
some of them will lie and set you up, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's not that. That particular spirit, whoever said that, might have been willing to see her again. But you're in a cemetery. There's hundreds of spirits there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And that's why I say go to a place a few times to make a few friends,
Ah,
because if she was there, she probably would have been happy to have a conversation with her after, right?
definitely. Uh-huh.
Doesn't mean that the people beside her want to talk to her. It just meant
Yeah.
that particular spirit said, "Yeah, I'll talk to you at 3 o'clock."
Yeah.
Right?
That's why I advise to go back during the day and take an offer and say sorry and kind
Yeah,
of work through there. Uh-huh.
the rest of them might
I
not
went
be there,
to
right?
I went
Sorry,
to some
Doba.
standing stones. I went to some standing stones a few weeks ago, and I'm just new to going out investigating, as you know.
Yeah.
And when we got there, I felt the need. I wanted to sit down at the stones and just to find out if I could feel anything. I asked if I could sit down. I didn't just sit down on the stones. I asked, "Can I sit down, please?" And when I got back up, I even said thank you. When I went away, I
Uh-huh.
respected the fact that
Right.
these
Yeah.
were sacred. We don't know the ins and outs of what's happened there. So even at standing stone circles, you need to be respectful.
Well, yeah.
I'm hoping to go back again at winter solstice. I'm hoping to go back again.
Yeah, you just have to be aware that something in that land could have happened and keep everything respectful and just ask. I mean,
Respect goes a long way.
A circle of stones is a sacred ground.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Sacred land. Okay.
Yeah.
My grove is sacred land. If you come, even in my grove, if someone comes in my grove and bees an ass, guess what? They're in for a rough life, right? It's not going to be pretty. It's like any sacred ground, a native burial ground, a regular cemetery, a Celtic cemetery, a druid grove, a druid circle, a witch's circle. Any of these things are sacred land. You got to treat sacred artifacts and sacred grounds as such. Right? You got to treat them with respect. If you're saying that you're a paranormal investigator, if you're saying that you believe in the spirits and you're looking for proof, but you've got the audacity to go into sacred ground or kick sacred artifacts, you're not an investigator. Not at all. You know, you're a shit disturber.
Yeah.
That's all you are. You're just trying to cause shit to see if you can catch something on your camera. That's not investigating. That's just being an asshole. Simple as, right?
Real investigations is respect and understanding, isn't it? Like, and and they go, oh yeah, but you don't get very much to happen if you don't do this and do that. I've been doing this for 20 odd years, and I get communication and contact all the time with spirits. And I talk in a very good way and in a nice way, in a respectful way. They will communicate.
Even the fact that we don't get out much investigating in the last year or two because of lockdown. I mean, think of the communication we have got as a group between the spirit box just being played in our homes. I mean, it's amazing because they've had us laughing, they've had us crying, they've had us really having to think. You know, it's amazing. I think some of the sessions.
That's what we've done, make connection.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing is, some investigators are rough around the edges and they're a little bit rough when they go in and stuff. Those guys I don't mind.
Yeah.
And people that say, okay, I want you to show me this, or I want you to show, they're doing it respectfully, but with a little bit of cantankerous in their voice so that they get some responses. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
That go in, I'm only talking about the ones that go in purposely to be disrespectful. They don't even try talking at first or anything. They just go in there and be 100% ignorant and disrespectful to holy ground and holy artifacts and everything else. And then something bad happens and they say, oh, it's this, or, you know, like, what are you doing? You know, to me, it doesn't make sense. Now, if someone wants to be like that, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling anyone to change or anything like that, but for myself, okay, here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to get at. You're going out there to try to get proof of the spirits and see how they react, right? Mm-hmm. That's fine. But do you realize what you're doing first is you're showing who you are? Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. So in other words, if you go in there disrespectful, if you go in there not being kind and everything else and being a pushy ass, what do you expect the spirits to do in return?
I know.
So you're looking for evidence of them by making them angry, but you're showing everybody you're an angry person.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, so what do you?
So much good communication as well if you do it the right way. I mean, I get an apple and malt every other week, and I think sometimes if I don't do it and I try and turn a spirit box and things on, you don't really get as much. But if you put an apple up, maybe light a candle or here, there, it's unbelievable because they know that you're giving a little to get a little. You're giving them the energy they need to give you communication that benefits you, you know. It's not a day with
And that is
respect.
what the paranormal world is about in a lot of ways. It is
You really
about
want to be
you
treated.
give to them when they give, you give to them and they'll give to you. It is about having respect for each other. You can't go in and expect spirits to do something and not give something back in respect. It's just not right.
Yeah. Well,
You know.
But again, let me stress this. You guys investigate however you want to, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
Let me
definitely.
stress that. Like, I'm not, however you investigate, that's totally up to you guys, right? All I'm
And
saying
as
is,
I said, I don't think she did anything wrong. I think it was just one spirit that took offence to
yeah,
her.
Yeah.
that's all it is. That's all it is. Not, you can't get along with everybody, right? You're not going to get along with everybody either, right?
That's it.
I mean, that whole saying you can't please everyone.
That's it.
Simple as. But, as long as, when you look back at your cinemas, when you're putting your cinemas up, if you're looking at yourself, bitching and moaning at these people, and you're okay with that, fine, fantastic. I'm happy for you. But when I look back at my cinemas, when I've gone on investigation, right, and if I see that I've been respectful and the spirits have been respectful and I've been nice to them and I haven't been an ass, I feel good that I've been a good guy today. You know what I mean? See what I'm saying? Like, I see what I do, and I'm okay with how I acted, and I'm okay with how the spirit acted. Now, if I went out and was a complete jerk, and then I was watching my cinema or doing my editing on my cinema, and I could see that I was being a jerk, why would I want everyone else in the world to see that I was being a jerk?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like the time you went back to the swing park, isn't it? You wouldn't have could live with yourself. So you went back, because you know that it's about the integrity and the way that you're perceived and the way you act because you know it's the right thing to do.
Right. It's like I have this I don't know. I just try to remember, treat people the way I want to be treated, and that spirit, animals, the wind, the air, everything,
So before we go, because Sister's got an interview that we're doing in a wee while, so we're not as late tonight, guys, because we have to get ready for an interview that we are doing. Well, Sister is doing that I'm going to help her with. So, Sherry, as my beautiful sister, what advice would you give as somebody starting out just to get the best communication?
My advice to you is first do your research and study about spirits, good and bad, so that you get an understanding. Look into how you would do different methods of protection. They are the main two things. Then, as everybody says, just going in there with respect. If you want, take some sort of offering, just always make sure that you've got some sort of protection on you, whether that's stones or it's necklaces, bracelets, sage, incense, candles, whatever it is that you take. Just always just go in there with the understanding of respect, knowing that that is not your home, it's theirs, and just be yourself and enjoy your work when you're doing it as well. Don't be too serious. Take it seriously in the way that you're respectful and that, but have a laugh with them. They are just human spirits, they are people, and they appreciate that. And just know your value and where to stand when you're investigating, and just make sure you keep yourself safe. Prayers and things are very important.
Good advice. Uncle Danny, what would you say, just as a start off point?
Just a start off point, don't people think for whatever reason you're going to get more evidence at night. No, the only reason you're going to get more evidence at night is because most people want to go out at night. But,
That's that.
they're the spirits are there 24/7. Okay, they don't give a crap about time. Like, for you to say, "Oh, geez, the spirits are going to be a certain way at 3:00 in the morning," they don't even know it's 3:00 in the morning, and they could care less that it's 3:00 in the morning. Okay, that's a load of bull crap. Okay, spirits have no concept of time or space. If they're in a spot, they're going to be in that spot 24 hours a day. So why are you going in the middle of the night when you can't see where you're walking? I don't. Right? it's better to go to a place, especially when you're going to a new
Yeah,
place.
Christina, I know.
Go a few times during the day when you can actually see what's going on, see any dangers that are physical, like potholes that you could fall in, for instance. Go during
Definitely.
the day a few times, get used to the place, let the spirits get used to you. Then, if you want to do a night investigation, and that's mostly for ambiance anyway, you want to do a night investigation just to see if there is a difference, or just to add a little bit more excitement to your investigation because now you're already scared because it's nighttime. Fantastic, go for it. You know what I mean? And see, but I think when you're doing that, what you should really be investigating is not only the spirits, like how the spirits act during the day and how they act during the night. Also keep track of how you feel when you do it during the day and how you feel during the night, right?
Yeah.
So in this way, not only do you get to see how the spirits are different, you see how your investigation is different.
Yeah, how you feel. Mm-hmm.
Right. And then you can bring that back to the day investigation. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, if you are going to go at night, make sure not only to study the spirits, but study yourself to see what effects it has on you personally, you know, because that can be a hoot, when you go, holy shit, Now,
definitely.
I'll be honest, for myself, daytime, nighttime, it don't make a damn bit of difference to me.
Actually, thinking back now, do you think the same as Christina? I've got my best evidence during the day because when we were up at the castle at Douglas, I got amazing communication. It was always during the day. So I agree with that, Christina. My best evidence.
I've had some amazing stuff in the daytime. I do day and night. I do prefer nighttime investigations, but I will always go study in the area
because
in the day.
Adds to the vibe, doesn't it?
I do like that.
Yeah. So I was actually going to ask you, Dobie is somebody that's just opening up to the idea of ghost hunting and taking spirit boxes and things out. Is there any questions you would like to ask?
I don't think so because I think covered it really tonight. A lot of the questions that I would have asked, we've covered. I mean, I don't intend to take mine onto YouTube or anything like that. I just want
no, of course not.
Personally, for myself, my own findings. But it's really good to know, all the different scenarios, all the different experiences that you can all give. And I just keep listening and learning.
I gotta answer citizens. Could I ask Danny how you would respect a spirit from the 2000s and the 80s or 70s? As the old days have different types of respect as nowadays.
True.
Yeah. For me, respect is respect, right? Like even someone from the new days, if you show them respect, they're going to realize it's respect. Someone from the old days, you show them respect, it's respect. That's the great thing about respect. When you're no matter what time period the spirits are from, if you say, hello spirits, I'm here as a friend, I wish to communicate with you, I do not wish to insult anybody, I'm here I'm here to learn, and if you feel like talking to me, I would be most honored if you would.
Yeah.
It's all
spirits are going to understand that.
Yeah, it's just respect is respect. I mean, if
and they like to be called sir, so kind of put sir in and things, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's all just about when it comes down to respect, it's called truth. Okay. So if you go there and you say, "Hi, spirits, I'm here to respect you. I wish to talk to you," and it's all bullshit, they're gonna know that you're bullshit, right?
Oh yeah.
If you go there sincerely, with openness and being honest and say, look, I'm here to collect evidence. I really like to get evidence, but I really want to get to know you, speak with you, and tell the truth of why you're there. They're going to respect that. You know what I mean? And that shows that you're not there to, fool them or play games or whatever. You're just coming in there and you say, listen, I just really want to get some evidence. I really would love to talk to you. If you guys wish to, please give me some, but don't throw a truck at me, and I'd be very happy.
Don't make it painful.
Exactly.
Because everyone knows what respect is.
Hi, Lady Justice.
Respect is truth from the heart, and not being adversary to people. Right? It's like treating people with kindness, the way you want to be treated. That's respect.
Yeah.
It is.
And another thing quickly as well, you've got loads of amazing investigation channels on YouTube that you can go and watch if you want to just to get a little bit of guidance. There's always people you can talk to as well, so that's another way.
Yeah, if you guys ever need help, any of these three on the panel will help you out for sure.
Yeah, and there's a company as well. I mean, Sherry runs a company that's what basically what we do. Well, it's Sherry's company, but that's what it's all about. Is to teach people, enlighten them, educate them. I mean,
When
Sherry,
you do,
tell them a
when
bit
you
about
do
your
go to it at the minute, there's something wrong with the company. It's not unsafe like it says it is. It's where somebody's tried to get into my system and hasn't been able to because of everything I've put on
but
it.
there's a Facebook
But
page at the
if you
moment.
go onto the page and you click on the go back and then click on the advanced, it will take you to the page where you need to log in. Then you can either log in or register that way, but that is how you would need to keep coming onto it because my company, people that look over my website, is blocked it so that
I can't get on it. I tried, but
it's caused somebody tried to hack it.
It's not unsafe, guys, even though it says it.
Yeah, I tried to get back on it, but you know me and technology, dear. Fat chance.
I'm the same, Danny.
Just
Eve,
hit that
can you share some of the links? If you can, share the links at the moment, everybody, before we go. Share your links in the chat. Roll each other's bones, as Uncle Danny likes to say.
That's right. Roll the bones, people. Roll the bones.
Yep. And we'll keep our communities growing together, keep each other being positive and guided, and just be there for each other in life. So anybody that wants to put their links up in chat, put them up now. If they're not blue, I'll make sure that you are blue when I get to know yous, and you can put your links up.
Nice, Phoenix.
I think I made you blue, Lady Justice, if you want to share your link.
I love that name, Lady Justice.
Lady Justice. Nice. So usually we have a longer stream, guys, on a Monday night doing a bit more support, but Sherry and I have got a few things that we have to do before we do an interview. So it's been great spending time with you all as usual, and it's nice to see all the new subscribers popping in and saying hello, and
awesome.
becoming part of the family. And we will get to know you all individually through time, and you are more than welcome to be here and be part of everything.
Yes.
So I will let you go.
Please join us on Paranormal World Investigators tonight at 2 a.m. UK time, because that's where we've got a really big name in the paranormal field that's coming up for an interview. And he's been an investigator for over 30 years. So please don't
have to come into this interview, guys. So how long have we got, sis?
Well, it's at 2 a.m. our time, so we've just got just over 50 minutes before it starts.
Okay, so if you want to do it, please link up to Paranormal World Investigators. Come in and show some support in the room, please. And let's do this. Let's get this interview up and running, because it's going to be good.
Yeah, and one more thing. I love seeing all the new people. Thank you so much. And you know what? Because there's so many new people, I might be in this business for 1 or 2 more days. So that's really cool.
Maybe, perhaps. We hope so.
Uncle Danny, you will be in
1 or 2 days and do it for 1 or 2 years.
Need you around, Danny.
That's it. All right. Love you, everybody. Take care. Blessings.
Thank you. And love you all, new ones and fam.
Remember,
thank you very much,
take care of
everyone.
yourselves. Take care of your family. Watch out for ghosts. And have a good night.
Would you want to say yours, sis?
And when you go to sleep, those spirits creep, and they're always around you. And we will see you real soon.
You get anything made up yet, Dobie?
Nothing made up, but just it's been great to be on, and thank you for everyone who's in chat.
No problem. Right, okay, guys, as I always say, blessed be, and I'll catch you in the next one. It's
Blessed
nice spending time with you.
Take care.
Thanks.
See you, Phoenix. Bye, all.
Hi all.
And I hope to see you all in an hour. Okay? Bye bye.
Good
Catch you in an hour. Bye bye. I think it's ended. I'm not sure.
It's still going, sis.